1968 might be the craziest year in American national security history, and hardly anybody talks about it like that. And I wonder if it's because people are trying to let the millennials and Gen Z feel like we're currently living in crazy times. But let's check out 1968. In January of 1968, a B 52 loaded with 4 hydrogen bombs crashed in Greenland. Also in January was the so called Blue House raid in Korea, where North Korean commandos came within about 100 meters of assassinating the South Korean president. And that was just 2 days before North Korea seized the USS Pueblo. 1968 is also the year that the Tet Offensive launched in Vietnam, and that is also the year that information about the My Lai massacre started coming out. I'm not going to show pictures of that. 1968 saw both Robert F. Kennedy and Martin Luther King Jr. assassinated. Do you guys recall that in 1968 the Soviet Union invaded Czechoslovakia? And they did it through a deception operation very similar to how they invaded Ukraine? Yeah, that was also in 1968. In 1968, both a Soviet K-129 submarine and the USS nuclear submarine Scorpion sunk. In the Scorpion case, 99 souls were lost. Of course, we can't leave out the Middle East. Multiple significant global security issues emerged out of the Middle East in 1968, to include multiple operations conducted by the Israeli Defense Forces and Mossad, and there was the El Al Flight 426 hijacking. Some historians mark that hijacking in 1968 as the beginning of the modern era of international flight terrorism. Much more craziness occurred, but the final thing that I'll leave you with is that many economists consider 1968 to be the year that the dollar gold system started to crack.